Morning everyone, how are we? Let me just turn off Olivia Dean, 2 seconds. Hello, how are we doing? It is bright and early on a Saturday morning. I am heading into Bristol today to meet my auntie and my cousin to do a little bit of shopping, catch up, maybe have some lunch, and yeah, I thought I would turn on the camera and start this weekend's vlog. Thank you so much to everyone who watched my vlog that I put out last week. That really means so much, so thank you so much for that. I need to put some makeup on this morning. I'm really pale. I haven't done my fake tan in a while, and a lot of my base products are kind of based on the colour of my face when I have a tan. So I think the only thing that I have that will match is this. This is my NARS Sheer Glow foundation. It's really nice. I don't really typically wear foundation anymore, if I'm honest. I'm very much a skin tint kind of person, but I just kind of feel like I would usually use my Milk makeup skin tint, but as I said, it's not quite the right colour. And then the only other thing if I have is my L'Oreal Glotion, and I feel like I just want a bit more than that today. I do have this. This is the Vive Skin Over Instant Radiance Primer. I got that in a goodie bag. What do I want to do? Yeah, how have your weeks been? This week was like my first full week back at work, and to be fair, I am one of those people that really like to get back into a routine and kind of have some normality and structure back in my life. So yeah, I am one of those people that quite enjoy getting back into work and just getting back into the norm of everything. And I was back in the gym. Anyone else who's been back in the gym this week, has their body just hurt so much? I only hadn't been for about 3 weeks, but honestly, my legs more than anything were just they were just so sore, and I was stretching and everything and just didn't really seem to be making any difference. But I feel like I'm okay now, thank God. This is just a nice kind of light coverage. You can obviously build it up, but it just kind of covers all your blemishes, kind of softens any dull skin, dark under eyes, things like that. It is a really nice foundation. I suffer with really dry skin, especially at the minute with these colder months. I've lathered my face in my SPF this morning because although it's really cold, it's really sunny today. So I find that especially with any NARS face products, you kind of need your face to be very hydrated and moisturised. Otherwise, for me personally, I just feel like they don't sit on my skin as nicely. And then I'm just going to go in with my Vive concealer. I actually bought a new NARS concealer and it's in the wrong shade and it's just too dark. So for now, I'm just going to have to scrape as much of this out as I can. But this concealer, I've been using this for over a year now and I love it. It's really good. It's quite thick, so you don't need a lot of it, but I just find in terms of coverage, it's really great. So I'm going to use this one today. I'm going to finish getting ready, get dressed. I'll show you my outfit. And then we will head over to the station. Okay, so makeup done. Very basic, very light. I've got a Summer Fridays lip gloss that I'm just going to chuck on my lips. Please ignore the state of my towels drying, all the mess in the background. This is my outfit. I've basically got these jeans from M&S, a coat from H&M, Primark top, and then my multicoloured Vans, which I love. They're super comfy. I'm going to chuck this scarf on and this beanie. Running a bit late, so we need to go. Actually managed to make it out of the house on time, which is a miracle. Oh, there's a little milkman here. But yeah, it's so icy and these Vans literally have no grip on them whatsoever, so that was a good decision on my behalf. But today is my favourite kind of weather, when it's super cold but really sunny and really blue skies. Look at this. So yeah, super icy. Gonna get my train now. I'm starving though. We had nothing in the cupboards. Our food shop is coming today, so it was the dregs of everything left. So I'm hoping that I can have enough time to go to M&S to get a croissant and some water. I don't know about anyone else, but I hate travelling without water, so definitely need to grab a bottle of that on the way. I probably should have brought some gloves, to be honest, but there we are. So yeah, on my way now. hopefully can get some breakfast and then make our way over to Bristol.
Not used on GWR service. So once again, 10 o'clock departure for Taunton via Bristol Temple Meads.
M&S, and I'm just trying on this jacket. This is a size 10. Everything in the sale in M&S is currently 70% off. I don't know how, but yeah, this is the first one. This jacket, I really like this. It's kind of got like a balloon sleeve to it. Nice length as well, and you could definitely fit like a jumper and stuff underneath this. Let me know what you think. I've also got this sort of like leather blazer and then this leather jacket, which I absolutely love. So let's try those on. I'm obsessed. I love this leather jacket so much. The fit of this, perfect. Like, I actually can't deal. The length, the sleeves. Probably couldn't wear a jumper under it, but with this t-shirt, I'm obsessed. Love this. I actually love this. Even with this outfit. Yeah, this is definitely coming home with me. Sunday. I had such a lovely day yesterday. I didn't vlog that much because obviously I was with my auntie and my cousin and I hadn't seen them in a couple of months, so it was nice to just sit, catch up, and I didn't really want to get my camera out in front of them. So yeah, I managed to grab like a few little bits while I was out and about, but I thought I would show you what I picked up. I didn't go in for much. I had a few things on my list that were kind of like things that I needed to look for. And obviously one of them was more of like a bonus, as you would have seen from some of the clips we popped into M&S. There's a brand new M&S in Cabot Circus and it's stunning. It's like, because it's so new, everything is so fresh. The changing rooms in there are so gorgeous as well. So they had a massive sale. They had a 70% off sale for clothing. They had gilets, dresses, jackets, coats. There was a lot in there. So I will try and link what I managed to pick up from there, I'm hoping it's still on the site. So the first thing that I picked up from M&S was this leather jacket. Now, I am obsessed with this. This is faux leather, obviously, and I got mine in a size 10. The fit of this is perfect as well. You'll see from my like changing room clip, kind of where it sat on me, and just the fit was just perfect. I think I just mentioned I got this in a size 10. And this was £75 and I got it for £22.50. So I am absolutely obsessed. But when I saw it, I was thinking to myself how much I missed having one in my wardrobe over sort of autumn winter. I used to have one from Topshop and I wore that to death. I'm so excited to have this because I just feel like leather jackets are always a staple for every autumn winter. I really hope that this is still online, and if it is, I will link it down below. Popped into H&M then and I picked up one of their long sleeve t-shirts, but these are the microfiber ones. I have 3 of the short sleeve versions of these, and for someone who has a bigger bust, I find it very difficult to find tight t-shirts or more fitted t-shirts that are in lighter colours that don't show my bra. And I've got a cream and a white one from H&M and I've never had any problems. I find that the fit of these is really nice. They're very much a Skims dupe for a fraction of the price. These ones are £12.99 and I just really liked the colour of this one. I've already got a black long sleeve t-shirt, so I just thought that this was like a really nice addition. And then we popped into Primark, and again I had one thing on my list for Primark, and that was tracksuit bottoms. Again, for any of you who work from home, you'll know it was getting to the point where I had a nice top on top and then I was just wearing pajama bottoms, and although that's absolutely fine and no one is going to see it, I just felt like I wasn't really put together for the day, and I just didn't want to keep wearing pajama bottoms whilst I'm working. So I picked up some joggers, and I got the straight leg ones from Primark. These were £7 and they had loads of colours, loads of sizes. And yeah, I just really like a straight leg pair of jogger. I think they're a bit more flattering, and also I feel like they just look a bit nicer. They're a bit more elevated. Like, you can wear these out with like a pair of trainers and a coat without feeling like you haven't really made an effort, if you get what I mean. I just feel like a straight leg jogger is a bit more above a regular jogger. So I got that kind of brown mocha colour. I also got this like plum colour, which I absolutely love. So I got these ones in a small, and then I got the brown ones in a medium, just so I've got like a bit of variation in terms of like how baggy they are. So yes, I bought 2 pairs of those, and then I just popped into Boots to get my eyebrow pencil. This is from Elf, and I get mine in the shade Taupe. I love this. This is £5. I used to have the NYX eyebrow pencil, which again I really enjoyed, but I remember I went to Boots and it was sold out and I really needed one, and I picked this one up and it's so good. The crayon on it is quite small, so you can be quite precise, but it's so nice to draw your brows on with this. It's very soft, and as I said, you can make a really nice shape with this, so I picked another one of those up. So yes, that was what I picked up. I'm now going to go downstairs and do a bit of meal prep for the week, actually. I really like meal prepping my breakfasts for the week. I just feel like it's really easy, especially for when I'm in the office. I can just grab something and go and take it with me. So I thought I would kind of show you what I'm making and take you along that process. They're all Em the Nutritionist recipes, and I'll link them down below in the description. But as I mentioned last week in my vlog, I just love her recipes. I am not the best cook. I also don't really enjoy cooking, but I find her stuff is so easy to make and it tastes amazing. So yeah, I'm going to bring you downstairs. We're going to get our cooking shit together and we're going to make some breakfast prep. Okay, so I am in the kitchen ready to cook. I thought I would show you which ones I'm going to make today. So the first ones are a fave of mine. I've made these a few times and they are delicious. They are the Preppable Mushroom Pesto Frittata muffins, and they just taste amazing. Not sure if you can see this, but this is what they look like, and they're like in toasted muffins. And then all you do is put them in tin foil, put them in the fridge, and then if you're taking one to work or you're just having one when you're in the house or working from home or whatever, just chuck it in the microwave for, I think it's like 2 minutes. The cheese melts. It's just so delicious, but also really healthy. I don't know about you, but I'm definitely one of those people that goes between having a sweet or savoury breakfast, so I quite like to have an option. So the other one that I'm going to make is, let me find it, is these. These are like peanut butter and like jam breakfast bars. Again, these are stunning for breakfast, but also really good if you just want like a sweet treat in the evening, which Kieran likes. He likes to like warm them up and put them with cream, or you can have them in the morning with like a big dollop of Greek yogurt. So yeah, I'm going to make these ones as well. So yeah, I'm going to get cracking. For like 8 minutes, and then once they'll come out, we'll cut them up, put them in the muffins, and they just, oh, I'm so excited to eat these this week. left with in terms of our like breakfast muffins. So essentially all you do with this now is like cut it into 4 squares and then chuck it in the muffins with a little bit of pesto and cheese. And then, as I said, when you eat them, you can either have them cold or you can microwave them and the cheese melts and it's just pure bliss. And you basically have something that looks a little bit like this. And I'm basically just going to wrap this in tin foil and keep it in the fridge. So I've just grabbed my crumble oat bar out of the oven and it smells so good. Like I actually cannot wait to eat these. As I said, I think you can cut them into like 6 bars and you're good to go. But I use this new peanut butter from M&S. It's part of that like brain food range I think that they have, and I feel like that's made a difference because that smelled amazing. And I've chucked a good heap of that in there. But yeah, that is everything done now for today. You can probably see here my little muffins stacked ready to go in the fridge. I've tidied up the kitchen, I've washed everything just so it's like done. I like the kitchen to be clean after I've done all my cooking and stuff. But yeah, that is going to go ahead and conclude this vlog. I really hope that you enjoyed. Everything that I've mentioned will be linked down below, but I'm going to spend the rest of this Sunday, I'm going to go for a walk and then I'm going to sit and edit this vlog ready for tomorrow or today if you're watching it on Monday. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this vlog. Don't forget to subscribe down below if you are enjoying, and yeah, I will see you all very soon with a brand new video. Bye!